Striper, starring our you beautiful host, Mr. Arizona. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're feeling well. Hopefully you're having a great and glorious happy Father's Day to everybody. It is now 8:37 in the morning on Sunday, June 15th, 2025. And welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Well, now I get to show you what I got. Well, over here today, ladies and gentlemen, we've got bacon, we've got sausage, and I'm going to try, move pressure. I'm going to try and see if I can get some eggs here. Which, once again, ladies and gentlemen, there's a really shortage on eggs in the grocery store. There's not that many of them around. So I'm just going with whatever I have, just to deal with that. Yeah. Oh, I got my green. Well, it's a detox tea, but I just went live. I just decided to go live. I know I'm supposed to pump out the notifications and all that razzmatazz, but I just decided to just go straight out. Why the fuck not, So, anyway, let me get my tripod out. And that way you can watch me cook for a little bit. I'm thinking of taking out my new tripod versus my old tripod. But the only problem is I don't have the thing to hold it on my phone, so I've got to look, excuse me, I've got to look for that as well, so that is on the to-do. I feel like it's been a while. I feel like it's been a while since I've streamed, so don't know, dude. Don't know. I'm just trying to make it, So anyway, let's see how this speaker works. Apparently, grab that one. Grab that one. Put this one right up here. Like that. I put this one inside my phone. Like this. Remember, this is an 18 plus stream. So all kids and little children need to go bye-bye because I don't talk to them. I only talk to adults here. But yes, I'm doing really well. Hopefully you guys are age appropriate to be here. If not, then you guys are going to have to leave as usual. So, okay, you're 23. Okay. How about the other one, the Wade? Oh, okay. All right. Well, happy Sunday to everybody. Jesus Christ. You guys are about as old as me, actually. Nah, I'm a little older than you guys. I'm about 50, so. Geriatric stream over here. We're old, but we're good, Sonny. So what's been going on, guys? What have you guys been up to this coming Sunday? Just hanging out or hanging down, or what's been going on? Me, I'm just trying to look for a fucking tripod that's got a phone attachment onto it. So I would be in the pink, Yeah, happy Father's Day to you too as well. You guys don't forget to like and subscribe because we're trying to reach 700 so that I can do this. It's called the Death Nut Challenge. You heard it. 700 subscribers, then we get to do this challenge. And yeah, it's going to be a hot one. So if you want to see me burn my ass off, make this happen, and I'll do it. So yeah. Also, for 1K subscriber as well. It takes me a little while to scroll down, but let me see. Hold up a minute. For 1K, we are doing the spicy gummy bear challenge as well. So you might want to tune in for that. And, also, guys, I want to show you a last thing, which you guys might actually get a kick out of. Let me see if I can find the picture. Let's just have some real KFC, guys. I mean, seriously, isn't this the reason why chicken tastes so good? Because it's got THC. Instead of KFC, THC. Smoke on. Just thought I'd throw that as a joke, Just a little bit of a joke, but. So, yeah. But, yeah, I found my tripod attachment. I just don't have anything attached to it right now. But I will in a second. So just kind of bear with me a little bit. And we'll get started, folks. So I'm just cooking a good old-fashioned down-to-earth meal of bacon, some eggs. Like I said, right now, eggs are in short supply where I'm at right now because there's some kind of bird flu going around. In fact, while we are on this particular subject, I've got to talk about some things that are happening probably not only in my community and my area, but they're probably happening around, it's probably going to wind up happening around the whole entire globe. And this crap with ICE and with deportation and all that razzmatazz. Because I don't deal with kids, I use adult language. And I just don't want to get in trouble for me cussing or swearing or saying something inappropriate or doing something inappropriate that would be offensive to the younger viewers out there. So that's the reason why. It's not only for, it's mainly for my protection as well as yours, Kind of got to understand that, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's nothing bad. It's just, I just don't deal with kids. I don't deal with them. I just don't. Never have, never will. It's not that I don't like kids. It's just that I just don't like, you know what I mean? Basically having to force myself to be something that I'm not. I cuss like a truck driver, and, when it comes out, and it sometimes comes out raw and unfiltered. So just like my streams. So that's That's the reason why. But anyway, I want to talk about, while this bacon's kind of cooking up a little bit, I want to talk about all these goddamn riots that are going on and all this bullshit that's going on. You know, I just wanted to say something completely honest. It's not one side and it's not the other that's creating the damage. They are both doing the same exact thing, only just a different version. You know, we could say on their end, well, they're destroying public property, you know, doing all this. Yeah, it's being destructive. But on the other end, here's what it is. When people that have grown up in the same place, when they start ruining the same place where they grew up, where they were raised at, where they work at, where they sleep at, where they eat at, you know, this whole thing is getting out of control. And it's not just for one side, it's for both of them. Okay, all right. If you guys don't want me to talk about it, I won't talk about it. But I'm just speaking my opinion on it, that it's not just entirely one-sided. It's actually both parties that are hurting and suffering the most, because bottom line, people do not need to kill and destroy one another. They don't. It's not the way it should be. It's not. You know, people don't need to kill and destroy one another. You know, yes, these riots are for a just cause. And, you know, both sides have a very good argument, because think about this. Think about this. They don't need to be killed and do all that. But at the same time, you know, imagine that if your child or your wife or your husband or whatever was sitting there working, minding their own business, doing their own thing, and all of a sudden some strange people come up and literally pluck you out of your house, or pluck you out of your work environment, or even pluck you from the street and take you away. You really think that's fair? You really think that that is justice? Just taking somebody away, losing families, you know, and it's not just one side that's suffering. Both sides are literally killing each other, literally hurting each other, literally destroying one another. And for what? Why are they doing this to each other? Why do people have to do this to one another? You know, we've got this war that's going to be happening in Iraq and Iran, right? I just want to say this. The war between Iraq and Iran, that's been going on for fucking centuries. That's been going on for thousands and thousands of years. That is a blood feud that has been deeply embedded in Saudi Arabia since the beginning of time. They're not going to stop because we went in there. No, they're going to keep going. They're going to keep fighting with one another. It has nothing to do with us. It has nothing to do with the United States. And personally, I say, you know what? Let fucking Iraq handle their own shit. Let the Middle East handle their own shit for right now, because we have to handle stuff that's going on in our own fucking country. This is a public outcry. That's what's going on. And both sides are suffering. People are literally killing each other over this shit. People are literally dying, losing their livelihoods, losing everything over fucking bullshit. And you know what I blame it on? I'll tell you what I blame it on. I blame it on the political system. That's what's doing it. That's exactly what's doing it. It's fucking politics that are destroying this fucking country. Because, you know, I understand, okay, the protesters are fighting for a just cause. Because why? Because they're sick and tired of being treated like crap. They're sick and tired of being shit on. They're sick and tired of being crapped on. I get it. Okay? I get it. And from my standpoint, I say, well, is it right to destroy public property and, you know, burn cars and kill each other and burn the American flag over it? No, it's not. But you got to think of it from their point of perspective as well. You've got to think of their point of perspective as well. Is it right to randomly have your wife taken from you, or have your kids taken from you, or have your livelihood or your family broken up? Is that right? No, it's not. So both sides have worthwhile arguments, but it does not get solved through violence. It doesn't, dude. Violence doesn't solve anything. It doesn't. In fact, violence makes the problem worse instead of better. You know, violence is what's ruining this country and ruining the people in it. I mean, think about it. We live in a we're in a very, very violent state right now. A violent state of just everything right now. I hope you guys can hear this okay. But, you know, something has to be done. And it has to be done in a way that benefits not only me, not only one singular person, but that benefits both of them. They need to sit down and have a little powwow and have a little peace talk and find out, okay, how can we as people resolve this? How can we as people repair the damage that has been done and basically reunite as a family, reunite as a people, as human beings? Because think about it. Most people that are fighting out there, both sides of them, a lot of them live in the same community. A lot of them grew up with each other. A lot of them knew each other. but they got separated because of political bullshit and this crap that's going on. It's not one singular side that's suffering. It's both sides that are hurting, both sides that are suffering, both sides that are losing lives, losing everything. For what? What are we fighting for when we're fighting against each other over something that could be solved over civil conversation? But unfortunately, that's not the way it's happened. I just saw a video today of a guy that just broke into a lady's house maliciously and took that lady away from her family by killing her. She had a husband. She had children. And she died for no good goddamn reason. And it's a result of this bullshit that's going on. We as people, not as Americans, not as anything, but as people, need to wake up and realize, look at each other. What differences do you see? What difference are you compared to me? Nothing. We're all the same. We're all human beings in this world. We all deserve the right to live. We all deserve the right to work. We all deserve the right to exist on this earth. And people have to realize the basics. Every single person that's out there, every single person, they were once plain old Joes, just like you, just like me, trying to make it in this world. And I'm not only talking about the citizens, but I'm talking about the police officials, everything. Everyone was once just a normal, average Joe, just like you, just like me, trying to make it in this world. You know, they knew what it was to work. They knew what it was to earn a paycheck. They knew what it was to provide for their families. They had morals. They had values. Everything. But it's just somewhere along the line, the meaning of family has gotten lost. The meaning of friendship has gotten lost. The meaning of love for your fellow neighbor and your fellow brother and your fellow sister has gotten lost in this place. We need to get it back, ladies and gentlemen. Because if we keep fighting like this, if we keep fighting each other like this, we're going to lose one thing that is very, very important. And you know what that is? Our humanity. Our reason for being human, for being people, for being fellow beings of this earth. That's why when I see people fighting each other, when I see people killing each other, it fucking breaks my heart to see people like that. And the Saudi Arabians that are fighting each other in their own fucking country, it's no different than what we're doing here. It's the same thing, just a different version of writing it. I'm very, very passionate for people, and I just don't understand how people can be so heartless and how people can be so cruel to each other by killing each other, by hurting each other, by maliciously just attacking one another. Why? Why does the human race have to be that way towards each other? When they don't need to be, man. You know, I love it when it was back in the day when you could leave your door unlocked and never have to worry about your goods being stolen. About being able to fully trust your neighbor without them robbing you when you come home. I miss that type of stuff so bad. See, I'm from the 70s. I believe in making love, not war. Making peace. You know, I don't, to love thy neighbor, not to fucking destroy them or take shit away from them. No. Understand what they're going through and help them out. Be a human being, for God's sakes. Because this is just, it's just shitty for everyone, man. Because everyone suffers from this. It's not just one side or another, but it's humanity in general. We're dying out because of senseless violence. And we need to stop, dude. Because people killing each other, hurting each other, destroying one another, it's not the solution to anything. And I'm not talking about just one side. I'm talking about with everyone. Violence is never the answer to anything. It never is. And people say, well, that's just the way the world is. No, that's bullshit. The world's like that because we make it that way. We could easily undo all this and talk to each other civilly and treat each other like human beings. And that's not on just one side. That's on both. Because both sides equally suffer from heartache, from hurt, from loss. It's not just one. It's everyone that suffers from it. Everyone gets hurt from it. People are dying on both sides because of this. Like I said, I have a really, really big heart for the world. I love everybody in this world. And me seeing people that killing each other, hurting each other, creating violence on one another, it's just, it's sad and it hurts big time. Because none of this crap is necessary. None of it. It's not. People should never have to suffer the way we suffer here as Americans, as people here on this earth. Nobody should suffer that way. Nobody. But yes, I know people in the Middle East. There's a lot of war. There's a lot of shit going on. Well, I'm sorry, but they can hold their own for a little while. We've got to worry about our own right now. There are people without jobs, without homes, without families to go to. We need to start paying attention to our country before we don't have a country no more. We need to pay attention to our own people. That fucking riot that's going on, that's a public outcry saying, hey, we need help. Pay attention to us for once instead of everything else that's around. Take care of our own. Take care of our own people for once. Take care of the America that we know, that we love, that our forefathers bled and fucking worked hard and fought for and died for. Take care of our country first. Yes, son más nueve. Oh, ya llegaron. Hang on just a minute. Sorry, I'm back. But anyway, like I said, dude, just something positive has to happen here because people killing each other, hurting each other, and destroying one another is not what anything is about, dude. Families don't need to be broke up. Families don't need to get hurt. Families don't need to get killed. We need to learn to love each other more and hate each other less. And that's with any other thing, anything that's going on. We need to learn to love each other more and hate each other less. That's the way I see it, and that's the way I feel. And I'm sorry that a lot of other people don't see that, hear that, or understand that. Because I'm not here to be mean. I'm not here to act like I know everything. Because I don't. You know, I just have a very, very big passion for people. And what's going on just breaks my heart. Seeing people hurting one another, seeing people killing one another and destroying one another. That shouldn't be happening in any aspect, guys. For real, dude. I'm being honest. I'm very, very passionate for every single man, woman, and child on the face of this earth, because everybody has the right to live. You know, who are we to be judge, jury, and executioner on anybody? The only person that can judge truthfully is God. There's no replacement for human life. And right now, it's getting to the point to where human life is being wasted senselessly. And it's not right. It's not right at all what's going on. Because it's not only one person that's suffering, it's the whole fucking crew on both sides that are suffering for it. Because think about it. Think about this. After all the riots are done, after finally a compromise has been made, imagine having to clean up the aftermath after all that's said and done. Everything. And having to start over again. And that goes for everybody. I hope to God, I pray every day that some kind of compromise can be made, that something can be done to satisfy both parties. Because this stuff is getting out of hand, guys. And someone has to stand up and say, you know, enough's enough. You know, something has to be done. And, you know, in an argument or in a disagreement or in something like this, there's nothing pretty about it. There really isn't. There's nothing good about any of this. There's none. The situation just gets worse and worse. And only thing we could do, people, is pray. Is pray that this gets resolved in a civil manner. And we pray that, you know, something gets done to where it's good for both parties. Because, you know, this is getting serious, guys. It's getting to the point to where human beings are getting killed. And I'm sorry. When it gets to the point to where every time you step out of your house, you get shot at, or you get beat up, or every time you're in your home, it gets broken into and destroyed. No. I'm sorry, but that's where I draw the line. And that's where I say enough's enough. I don't care who's on one side. Okay. I don't care who's on one side or who's on the other side. You know, this is getting to the point to where both sides are suffering. And this is where human lives mean more than anything in this whole entire world can provide. You know, when you risk human life. Okay. You know, when human lives are at stake, not livelihoods, but I'm talking about lives in general. No cause in this world is worth dying over. It's not. It really isn't, man. Or killing somebody else over this. You know, I'm a patriot too. And I love my people and I love my country. But like I said, when human lives are being risked and being taken, I tap out of everything because a human life doesn't matter who they are or what they've done. Human life, period, is worth way more than anything else in the world. And it's a crying shame that people don't understand that. And like I said, I'm going to actually tell you a story about this. About this one guy that lived in his neighborhood for years, right? Lived in his neighborhood for years. And he all the time carried a lunch sack with him, right? Carried a lunch sack with him. You know, everything was good. Everything was fine. You know, he carried his lunch, took his lunch to work with him. Everything was okay, right? Then, as time went on, he started carrying that lunch sack, holding it closer and closer to him. Until finally one day, someone told him to open it up. And guess what they found? They found a gun in that lunch sack. Now, when it gets to the point to where you can't even walk down your own street without having to worry about somebody hurting you or somebody taking things away from you, then you know for a fact that something has to be done. Not only for our individual selves, but for our whole entire communities. Because it's not just one person or one specific people that are suffering. If one suffers, everybody suffers. If one hurts, everybody hurts. It's all part of the cycle. And that's why we all need to stick together, dude. For real. Because ain't no one else going to do it. Ain't no one else going to do and say, look, enough's enough. People are dying. People are getting hurt. People are getting killed. Something's got to give, and this shit's got to stop. Because if it doesn't stop, we're not going to have anything for our children to have. What are our children going to have at the end of all this? Broken pieces, busted up shit, burnt down crap, dead bodies all over the place. I mean, seriously. There's got to be somebody out there that can come up with a peaceful solution. that makes everybody happy. And right now, you know, it's not looking too good. And it's happening everywhere, dude. Everywhere you look, it's happening. It's happening in LA. The whole state of California, it's happening. Now it's happening here in Arizona as well. And it's happening in Florida as well. So you see, this is a public outcry, and something has to happen. Something has to be done about this. Because if we don't, if nothing is done, more and more people are going to get hurt. More and more people are going to get killed. And more people are going to lose their lives over this bullshit. And it's just not right. Like I said, shit like that just breaks my heart to see it. Can everybody hear me okay? I mean, I'm just checking. Yeah, it's on all messages. Hold on, let me disconnect this. Did everybody hear me okay when I had my speaker on or no? Because if everybody didn't, then that means I did all that for nothing. I talked about all that crap for nothing. That means I just wasted 47 minutes of fucking just dead air. If nobody listened. If nobody heard anything. That means I wasted 47 minutes of fucking just pure dead air. And if that's the case, then I might as well just fuck it. But like I said, I can't be the only one that gives a shit about people in here on this world. I know there's a lot of you that feel the same way. That a lot of people out here in this world are getting killed for nothing. Senseless violence and senseless death for what? People shouldn't die like that. People shouldn't have their families destroyed like that. People shouldn't have their livelihoods destroyed like that. It's not right. A lot of things in this world are not right, and it breaks my heart to see my Mother Earth and the people like that. I wish I can help out so bad. Help out everybody to find a really, really big, good solution to solve this. But I just don't understand, and it's from both parties. I don't understand why this whole thing has to end out in violence. I don't understand why we have to fight each other just to get a point across. Why we have to kill each other, why we have to sacrifice our family, why we have to sacrifice each other. For a stupid cause that could have been just talked over. That could have been just settled in a civil way. But the problem is that no side was willing to listen. They were both stubborn as hell. And a lot of them lived there. They grew up there. They were neighbors once. They were friends once. And now they're against each other. And it's just sad, dude. For real. I don't like seeing any human lives being terminated like that at all. It breaks my heart to see people like that. And I feel bad as a result of it. I wish I had the power to, to help out. I wish I had the power to help make the change. But I just feel that I can't do much of anything, really. Because in life, I'm deemed as a broken toy. Just a no-good person. An outcast, a freak. And so, therefore, that's why nobody listens. Nobody cares. That's why nobody's chatting in here right now, because I'm talking the truth. Because human life is worth way more than anything in the world is. And there's no reason for losing it like that. We need to learn to love each other, not hate each other. We need to learn to be united instead of divided. And that's what's wrong with this whole entire world. Is that people are feeding into the hate and not feeding into the love. And that's what's making this world corrupt. It never had to be that way. Just that people make it that way. And you do have the power to unmake it that way. It's just that a lot of you don't want to do that. Just that it's just like with people arguing online. They argue about he said, she said, they said, I said. And they get so wrapped up in it that they don't pay attention to what's really going on around them. And they get stuck in their own negative stuff, What's up, Frank? How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. Hopefully you're old enough to be here. Happy Father's Day to you, Frank. Hope you're doing all right. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Well, like I said, man, there's no substitute for human life. None. There's none at all. And I'll have words with anybody who says anything different. Like I said, I've got a big heart with many rooms. And if I was able to, I'd take everybody in this world and I'd tell them to come live with me in peace and harmony and togetherness. Because that is what we as people desperately need, especially in times like this. I'm not saying it to be a kiss ass. I'm saying it to tell the truth. This world saddens me and it's breaking my heart. Seeing people kill each other and hurt each other over senseless bullshit. It's no good, man. No human life deserves to be taken from anybody. None of them. That's my theory on it. So, yeah. I've cooked some bacon. I've got it off to the side, as you can see. So now I'm just finishing up, cooking these sausages. And then I'm going to pour some, get some eggs. I don't have very many eggs, but I'm going to make the best of what I have. I'm probably going to make fried eggs instead of scrambled. I wanted scrambled, but we just don't have enough because apparently there's an egg shortage due to some kind of salmonella bacteria outbreak that's going on. So in some stores there's just no more eggs. So yeah, this unfortunately is what we have to deal with. And it all boils down to the same thing. If people would just take care of one another and look after one another, nothing would happen to anything. And we would have a better place to live, better place to be, and a better place to raise a family in. And I know you guys are going to call me a bleeding heart and blah, 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 all that. But I say what I feel on here. And I feel what I say. And I'm very passionate about people. I love people with all my heart. Even though a lot of people don't love me, and that's fine. Because I hold no hate in my heart or anywhere for anyone. Because I can't help but love the world, even though the world doesn't love me, and that's fine. You don't have to love me. Just understand me, that's all. Just hear the message that I'm trying to send out. The message of peace, love, and unity. For us, and for each other, and for everyone around the world. We all need it. We all are desperate for it. And we could all use love and care for one another as a people, as human beings, because there's some desperate times out there. Things are getting pretty bad. And we need to stick together for as long as we can. And enjoy the pleasant memories, the pleasant moments that we have with our friends, with our family, with our loved ones. Enjoy it, cherish it every single day. Don't ever forget one moment of it. Even if it's just a good friend or a good family member or even a neighbor. Whatever positive moments that you have in your life, please, for God's sakes, hold on to those. Live them, love them, cherish them. That's some good shit. I'm very, very passionate when it comes to people. Always have been. Always will be. And you know, I'm going to say something to a certain individual. I know that a lot of people you hate. I'm going to say this to Nelson Green. It's a shame that you and Marine Life, didn't work out, man. I'm sorry to hear that your friendship had to stop abruptly. But here's what it is. You can't go with what other people say or do. As I said before, you have to follow your heart and your gut instinct. Do what your inner voice tells you. Do what you think is best for you. Don't worry about anybody else. When you do that, you'll be just fine. And that's it. Not trying to kiss Nelson's ass or anything like that. I'm just saying how it is, man. And as for Marine Life and, Zach, I really wish that you guys would admit what you did, but that will never happen. But, I really don't know of anything positive or negative to say to you guys because it's already all been put out there. It's already all been said. It's already all been done. The only thing I can tell you is, well, I wish you nothing but the best on your life journey. And I hope to God that, you guys find a place that makes you happy. A place that you feel comfortable in. A place that, gives you what you're looking for. Or what you need to just keep you going, you know what I mean? Hard to explain. You know, I don't hold any hate in my heart for anybody. Life's too short to hate. Life's too short to be negative to anybody. I wish everybody peace and love every single day. I don't wish nothing bad or negative to anybody. I don't. I hope that someday that those two find the path and find the little niche that suits them and fits them well. You know, find their little cubby hole or their little place where, you know, that they feel comfortable in. And that's all I wish. And that's all. You know, like I said, man, I don't hold any hate in my heart for anybody. No one. Yeah. Well, you jealous because you can't cook? They're not really depressing. They're actually pretty good. Just my opinion. How do you know they're depressing if you haven't tried them? How do you know if they look they're depressing when you haven't tried them? And I'm sorry to say, but we don't tolerate racial slurs in here. So there. Sorry, dude. I don't tolerate the N-word here. Even if you're not saying it meanly, still, I don't tolerate that kind of talk. Because in my eyes, the N-word is no good in any direction. Whether it's used in a positive way or a negative way, it's still wrong to say. You can paint it over, color it over, do whatever you want. But still, that's wrong to say in any sense. Period. And you should know better than that. I'm just saying, man, even grown adults don't need to be talking that way. You know, I don't talk that way to you. You shouldn't be talking that way to me. That's why I only timed you out for a minute. Because it gives you a chance to think about what you're saying. And then come back in here with a little bit more respect, please. What's up, Skeeter? How you doing? Cheers. Like I said, I got no hate in my heart for you, man. Just that the next time, please come in here with a little bit more respect. Thank you. Doing pretty good. Just a little tired, but I thought I'd make some breakfast. I made some some fried eggs. Then I made some sausage and bacon. So I'm pretty much set. I'm going to be making myself up some potatoes here. Yeah, it's all right. It's okay, man. No, like I said, now I know who you are. That's Nick. It's okay. Ah, well, that's good, Skeeter. I hope you have fun, man. Happy Father's Day to you, brother. And happy Father's Day to you too, there, Nick. For real, man. Hope you and your wife are doing great. And just to let everybody know, if people think fucking Nick is a horrible parent, I would say absolutely not. He is actually one of the best parents I've ever seen because they really watch their kids and they really take care of their kids and they're there hand and foot 24/7. So if that makes them horrible people, then oh well, then that's just your loss. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, bro. I don't have any issues with you, Nick. I never have. Never have, brother. And you're always welcome in here. You to me you're always welcome. I mean, I've got no problem with you. Got no beef. I never have. Never really had an issue with you. Everybody else did, but I never have. Since the beginning, I never had anything. But why should I, man? You're going through the same thing. You know, See, you act like this internet tough guy when I know for a fact that you're not, dude. Yeah, I know you're not mean and, nasty as people say you are. You just play the part online, but in real life, you're actually a really good kid. You and Jesse are very, very nice people, and you would give somebody the shirt off your back if that would help. For real, dude. You're just like one of those people. But it's just that, people paint you out to be a monster when you're really not a monster at all. It's just that, you're like, well, if I'm going to do the crime, I'm going to do the time. You know what I mean? So that's what you do. But I know you and Jesse are not like that at all. Like I said, I used to watch you on your streams, and you're really not those type of people at all. You guys are really not. And it's a shame that people paint you in a light that's not really you, dude. It doesn't fit you. And I see that every single day. It just doesn't fit you, man. The internet tough guy, the internet, rebel. Come on, Nick. That doesn't fit you, dude. That's not you. And I know that's not you. Because I have gut feelings about people. And to me, I think you and Jess are pretty cool people. You really are. Very nice, very sweet, very good, loving parents. You'd do anything for your kids. And, I got to tip my hat off to you. You keep a very clean house. There's not one thing that's out of place. There's not one time that it's dirty. Nothing. Everything is spick and span, clean. And you and her are really big sticklers when it comes to that. And I salute you kids for that. For real, man. You guys have been through hell, been through all kinds of stuff, and guess what? You still are the beautiful, wonderful people that you are, man. And I'll always have respect for you. I just wanted to let you know that. I'm not being a kiss ass, I'm just telling the truth. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope things get better for you. I hope things get, I hope things good on the positive side for you, Nick, because you need a break, dude. You know, people think negatively of you because you give back. You basically act like a mirror. You just reflect back what people give out to you. And I get that. I understand that. But still, you know for a fact as well as I do, Nick, that's not who you are. That's not the true person that you are, Nick. You and Jessica are very, very nice people. And it's a shame that people don't understand that. Like I said, I don't have to know it, I feel it. And like I said, you guys are welcome in here anytime. And I know I'm not the world's most best cook in the world, but I'm not the worst. You know, I don't burn it, but I cook it enough to where it's edible, and that's all that matters. You know, my wife likes it sometimes. You know, but like I said, I timed you out for a minute for a reason, but I didn't completely block you because I know that wouldn't be fair. And that's why. And I respect you for coming in here and apologizing. I really appreciate that, bud. For real, man. Hats off and salute to you. For real. So I hope you guys hope everybody's having a good day today. Like I said, I'm in a pretty good mood. You know, I actually got some sleep for once. I've been helping a friend of mine move for about 2 weeks straight. And boy, oh howdy, did he have a lot to move, dude. Lots of heavy equipment, lots of fucking garbage to take out. There was a lot of work that needed to be done. And I'm glad I got it all done. And I think I might be going over there again on Monday. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. There's a possibility. And if so, I'll probably be back at it just dumping stuff and just taking stuff out to trash and all that. I don't think we have that much stuff over there now. There's just a little bit left, but that's it. So it's probably going to take us probably about maybe a day or half a day, and then we'll be completely moved out of there for sure. So. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. I understand that, bro. I would say you could use the McDonald's Wi-Fi, but I wouldn't trust it because that's a way somebody can hack into your phone. Because people usually do that when you use public Wi-Fi. So I would be very careful, and you know, all I can say to you is just be diligent and, you know, look for jobs and get some stuff going, dude. And do what makes you happy, man. You know, whatever makes you happy, do it, and do it with a smile, man. Don't worry about what these people say on the internet, dude. You know, don't worry about them. Because they're not living your life, you are. They're not doing what you do, you are. You know, you don't need to portray yourself to be something that you're not, man. I believe I've told you this before. Many, many different times. But, you know, like I said, who am I to tell you what to do and what not to do? I just express my opinion and speak from the heart, bud. And that's all I can do, you know? Seriously, that's all anybody can do is just, why can't you just be honest? Be honest with yourself and be honest with people that you talk with every day. I am because it's part of my disability, but then again, it's not really a disability. It's actually a blessing because I can't fucking lie. I mean, I'm going to tell you guys this bluntly. I've got the mentality of a child. So me trying to lie would make me feel so fucking bad that I would have to tell the truth, whether I wanted to or not. I mean, I couldn't live with myself without doing that. I can't be turning around and being something that I'm not. I can't act like someone that doesn't fit me. I'm just not like that, dude. I've never have been that way since the day I was born. I was born with fetal alcohol syndrome, dude. And I deal with that every fucking day, man. Every day is a struggle. It's even a struggle for me to even do simple things. Like fucking get dressed in the morning. Fucking get up in the morning. Fucking put on a stupid shirt and pants every fucking morning. Fucking sucks. Simple shit is what pisses me off the most because it's the most irritating. Because it sounds stupid, I know, but it's true. I get goddamn frustrated with simple fucking tasks that I have trouble doing, but I've got to do them. I literally make myself learn, whether I want to or not. And that's what I struggle with every fucking day, dude. And it gets annoying. It gets aggravating. And sometimes I'm wondering, why the fuck am I even trying? Why the fuck am I even doing anything? But then that's when that little voice comes in and says, you know what? Don't give up, dude. Don't stop doing what you're doing. Just keep going. Stay calm and let's figure this thing out together. I'm sorry to throw a pity party for myself, but like I said, I say what I feel and I feel what I say on here. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear me whining, but it's how I feel, man. And no, it's nothing anybody to feel sorry for me about. I'm just saying my say on here. Like everybody else. And if you don't want to hear this, just tell me to shut up and I just won't say a word and I'll just keep cooking. Simple as that. And yeah, I'm getting a little bit depressed. But I'm trying to stay positive for as long as I can. I got woken up at around 5:30 in the fucking morning, and I didn't go to bed till about maybe close to 1 o'clock in the morning because I wanted to stay up and enjoy my evening. But I couldn't because I was so goddamn tired, I couldn't even fucking see straight. So I just went to bed. But I did do a late night stream as I promised. So, sorry about this. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Sorry, guys. I'm just dumping my feelings out, dude. I'm just fucking in one of those moods to where I'm just speaking my mind and saying how I feel, man. whether people like to listen to it or not, you know, it's how I am and how I feel, dude. I know a lot of people don't like to hear me whining and crying and bitching and moaning. But these are just the ABCs of me, man. Good morning, Diz. How you doing? Oh, Diz, I'm doing fair. But I'm doing all right. I'm hanging by a thread, but I'm... Thanks, Nick. I appreciate it, man. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're doing good, Diz. Me, I'm just surviving, you know. Just trying to get through the day. I'm fucking getting tired as fuck. Woke up too goddamn early and I went to bed too goddamn late last night, so I'm a little bit cranky. But on the good side, at least I get a chance to make up some sausage, some bacon, couple of eggs. Now I'm making some hash browns, and I'm going to make some toast here in a minute. So I am doing all right. And now I know for a fact that I can probably add some bell peppers, onions, and all that to it, but I don't want to dress it up too much. Too much thinking makes my brain hurt. So I just keep it simple. I'm making some, I guess these are called country fries, but I also made up, like I said, I made up some bacon and sausage earlier, and I got some fried eggs instead of scrambled because I just don't have enough right now. So, yeah. All right, guys. Time for the channel announcements, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Channel announcement time. Da 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 da. Guys might want to tune in for this. Hold on, let me higher my podium up a little bit. Not too high, because then I can't see it. There we go. Okay. Hit that like and subscribe button if you're new, and join the Griper crew. You don't want to miss a good video at 700 where we do the, I believe, yeah, the Death Nut Challenge, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it right here, ladies and gentlemen. The Death Nut Challenge for 700 subscribers. Don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Also, hit that like and subscribe button if you're new, and join the Griper crew. You don't want to miss a good video at 1K, to where we try the, let me get it down here. Where we try the, let me see here. Should be around here somewhere. To where we try the Little Nitro Spicy Gummy Bear Challenge at 1K. 1K subscribers for that one. There you go, guys. That's the highlights of the channel. Hope you guys liked it. Thank you, Diz, for promotion. I appreciate it. What is our total for today, Diz? What's the channel total? He'll come up with it in just a second. There we go. Let me lower my podium now. Now, there we go. We are currently at 696 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. You heard that. 696. We are getting very, very close. We are at 4 subs away, I believe. 4. Oh, 98. We are 2 subscribers away. You hear that, 2. So it's getting close, man. It's getting close, guys. I can't wait. And when it happens, I'm going to wait for a weekend for us to do it. And then we are going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, as promised. So this is going to be fun. And yeah, you'll also be witnessing good old AZ screaming on the toilet for fucking... thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Wade. I appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing it up, man. We're doing it up, bro. We're going to hit that 700 mark. And then the following weekend. Now remember, these subscriptions have to stay there. It can't be no fucking fake accounts. It can't be no suck accounts. It has to stay there. That's the rules. Okay? It has to stay there. It has to be legit. Can't be no troll accounts. Can't be no sock accounts. It's got to be legitimate channel accounts, guys. Them's the rules. Because I know how you trolls operate. You fucking get me up to 700, and then when I do it, the fucking subs drop down. No, those have to stay. They have to stick. So once we reach 700, I'm going to call up my sister, and she and I are going to arrange a date to where we can make this happen. And I will announce it on my community page. And then we will get this shit underway. And then, if you're lucky, you'll be hearing me screaming on the goddamn toilet for the next 2 hours. So, yeah, it's going to be a good one. Like I said, with my sister, I had to do something special for her because it's not that she can't eat peanuts or anything like that, but the thing is that she doesn't digest them well. You know, the peanuts don't digest well. Oh. All right. For 700 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing yada, yada, yada right here. The Death Nut Challenge. That's what we're doing for 700. Also, for 1K, we are doing, and I will gladly share this with you as well. We are doing Let's see, where is it at? There's a picture of it. We are doing the Little Nitro Spicy Gummy Bear Challenge for 1K. Yeah, I know it will. That's the whole point. I will be screaming on the toilet for mercy for the next 2 hours. It's going to be hell. But you guys are going to get a good laugh. Yep. I'll be going, oh God, here it comes out. Oh shit. I'll be fucking sweating, fucking crapping fire. So, yeah. So, but that's what's going on with that. By the way, shout out to my brother Ghost Troll who made this little banner. Love you, brother. I hope you're doing all right, man. Whatever you're doing out there. For real. Shout out to Ghost Troll. He's the one that made this for me. And I appreciate that. Ghost Troll is an amazing dude. He's my brother. Don't fuck with him. Because I have Ghost Troll in my heart, Yep. Yep. Straight up chorro. Yep. I'll be fucking probably shitting through a chicken wire fence. So, yeah. Now, I've got to tell you guys something about my sister that you guys have to know. With my sister, it's not that she has a peanut allergy, because she doesn't. It's just that peanuts don't digest well with her. And I told her that she could just suck the flavor off and spit the peanut out. She doesn't have to chew it up or anything. So with her, it's a special exception, because I don't want her shitting blood for about a week or so. I just don't want any health complications, because she can't digest peanuts that well. So she's a special exception. And I told her, I'm like, dude, I just said, look, you could, you can suck the flavor right off the peanuts. You don't have to chew them. You don't have to swallow them. You don't have to do any of that, because I don't want her to hurt herself over this thing. I only got one sister in this world, and I try my best to look out for her. So, no, do you? The fuck is that? Idiot. I don't know. Have you ever tried it? You ought to try goat fucking. It's actually pretty good. It's just a bunch of bah. Or you know what you should do? Try and stick your head up a chicken's ass. See if you could do that. I tried it, but my head won't fit. Neither one. Too big. I'm fucking idiots. Where do you guys come up with this shit anyway? Fucking weird. I mean, I don't have no hate, but man, you have to be so graphic. Jesus. Man, Jesus Christ. Fucking farm animals and shit, what the hell? Weird. Maybe that's what you do, but I don't. You know, I got more class and sense than that. I'm not that desperate. I am just saying. But anyway, I got my home fries right here. I got my fried eggs. Got sausage. I got bacon. I'm gonna be toasting up some toast too here in a little bit. Got to make sure the oven's shut off. So, yeah, me and the wife are gonna have a nice meal. Uh, no, not really. It's hot. Oh, another idiot. Yeah. Well, I hate to be the one to tell you this. She's married, so sorry about your luck. And even if she wasn't, she probably wouldn't choose a guy like you. So, just saying, she's got better class than that. Sorry. Yeah, probably Diz. Who the fuck knows? Who knows why these weirdos fucking roll in here? I mean, I don't anymore. I just got to consider the source and just say, just piss on them, dude. They ain't gonna fucking amount to anything but just a troll account. So, I mean, think about it. Today's Father's Day. Rather than spending time with their family or doing something constructive, they just want to come in here and troll and say gross shit. So go figure. Well, maybe it's self projection, dude. Hate to be the one to tell you that, but it's probably true. Maybe they're just saying what they usually do. You know, there's all kinds of perverts, all kinds of bullshit people out there, so I wouldn't put it past them. Nothing else, anyway. So, and I know it's gross, but, you know, it is what it is, dude. You know, sometimes when you're in the chat, you got to go with the same energy you get thrown. I like your idea. Just haul off and kick the bastards. That's better yet. That's the best way to do it. Just say, boop, gone. Next. Which is actually kind of nice, you know. Just kick them. Nothing else to do, right? Well, it's about 10:20, so I'd say probably the assholes are getting ready to wake up and do their trolling games. I'm sure if they get kicked out of here, they're gonna just troll somewhere else. So, no big deal. They'll probably say the same stuff somewhere else. Same shit, just different pile. It's what they do. What they always do. You know, they'll go and just troll in one chat, get kicked out of one, and then they'll go another one, and you know, hell of a life of endless kickings and endless rejection. Damn, that's a lot, you know, really is. Rolling up in accounts and then just getting thrown out. Yep, it's true. It's just the cycle of endless rejection. Probably no different than they get in real life. You know, they probably get rejected in real life too. So, rejected by their girlfriends, their wives, their whoever, you know, just happens. you know. Wow, we got another one. Okay. Let's see what this one is. Yeah, see? Told you. That was racist, so I'm not going to even... Yep. That was racist, so I can't even read it anyway, so... I don't know why you typed it when YouTube won't even let me read it. So, I guess it was inappropriate. So... Because it says, message held for review. And wasn't allowed to be in the chat. Sorry. See, most of these messages get held for review, so if you expect me to see them, well, I can't really do that. Because I go to message view, right? View message. Oh, God, you're disgusting, dude. No, that's just sick. Fuck that. That's just fucking sick. Wait a minute. You're telling me... Okay. You've got a girl's picture here, right? Or you're watching girl pornography. How does that make any sense? So does that mean you're gay? Oh, you do tarot card readings, huh? Okay. Damn, you are racist, though. Fuck. Don't understand that, man. Well, that's probably why you got kicked, dude. So, go ahead and make up another account so we can throw you on that one. Really weird. It's like, is this it? You know, is this what you really wanted to say on a Sunday? You know, technically, this is God's day, isn't it? If you believe in that. I know I do. It's a shame you don't. Because if you did believe in God, you wouldn't have made that comment right there. And you wouldn't have gotten kicked. Fair is fair, right? I think I know who this troll is, but I'm not going to say anything. Dave, tell your friend to back off, you fucking prick. There. That'll settle that. Oops, did I rat you out? Oh, shit. My bad. Guess that'll settle that. You know, I think we all need this. You know, you just do. Come on, you know you guys like this as well as I do. You know what? Why can't we all just chill? Just chill. There. There you go. Have yourself some THC instead of KFC. That make you feel a little better? Should put you in a better mood. You'd smoke a little weed. Might. Just fucking sit there and smoke weed and just prepare to vegetate. And just sit there and chill. Easy peasy Japanesey, man. Not that hard. That's for anybody, man. If we had more people smoking weed and less people fighting, I think the world would be in a better place. I think it would. If we all just smoked weed, fuck, we'd be too high to do anything. That'd be fucking funny as hell. Hey, that's my idea of a perfect world. Why not? Hey, you're fighting, I'm fighting. Come on. Let's spark up a joint. Make us both feel better. Why not? It's better than killing each other. Smoke each other out. Proof is right there. THC instead of KFC. What makes the world go round, right? There you go. Smoke weed instead of killing each other. I agree with that. There you go. Now we're back. By the way, if you guys don't know, I am a hologram. And I am programmed to respond to certain things and to certain people. And that's why I glitch out every now and then and do what I do. Because I'm a hologram. But y'all didn't know that. And this is a pre-recording. If you believe that, you'll believe anything. And I could prove it. In fact, let me prove it to you by doing, let's see. Oh, by doing that. See? Think it's a real background? No. It's a virtual background. But you guys think I'm real. No, I'm hologram. See? Look at that. Holographic. There you go. So anyway, well, I'm going to head out because I'm going to enjoy my breakfast. So you guys take care. Much love, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. And as usual, thank you for watching. Later, guys.